For our final New School Minute, it's my pleasure to introduce Billy Martin, Rhythmic Harmony.
Why am I last? I'm an improviser, musician. I teach. I basically help students and musicians develop their own personal vocabulary. And one of the things that I do is we work with Rhythmic Harmony. I have a game called Stridulations for the Good Luck Feast. It's was inspired by crickets. Was on a walk with my fiancée, who's now my wife of 17 years, in Huecos Tanks, New Mexico. I was collecting a lot of West and Central African rhythms and developing my own notation. I'm sorry I can't show it to you, but it's just a bunch of X's and dots that anybody can understand, and that was the point, to be inclusive in that way. I walked into this field with her. I just heard crickets and it clicked. I wrote down all of these, a series of percussion miniatures, premiered at Brooklyn Academy of Music. And after that, I realized this is the perfect teaching tool to get groups and ensembles to improvise together with a simple rhythmic structure. Okay, so this is really inspired from it's rooted in West and Central African rhythm, and it's a system. There are systems. It's really holistic in a sense. There's a clave, which is key in Spanish. Afro-Cuban musicians use that term, but Africans and Brazilians and other Pan-African musicians don't use that term clave. They just start playing a pattern, and everybody recognizes it, and they know exactly where they are. So this pattern can be divided up into two parts. This is the pattern. You've probably heard it before. Right? It has two parts, call and response. If one part starts on the downbeat, the other part answers on the upbeat. That's the general idea of how this works in a cycle. So you could jump in anywhere you like, as long as you recognize the clave. So when I get a group of musicians to play, students at the jazz department or the Manus, to use this system, they can improvise. They can choose which pattern they want. And by just playing any note they feel like playing, as far as tonality, they experience the various pulses, the subdivisions, the relationships. This is about a conversation, a musical conversation. So I'm going to give you a quick example, and maybe you can help me with the key clave, and then I can sort of count through or play the counterpart. So the key clave is like 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on and on and on, and we can have fun playing this game and develop our rhythmic vocabulary. Thank you so much.
That's it. I think that was clearly the most successful New School Minute of the last 5 years, and I'd like to offer, an arrhythmic round of applause to all of our faculty. Thank you so much.